And you know that, it's always a problem within organization, and most of the organization that I had is the communication. That, from the frontliners to the shop floor, and then to the middle management up to the CEO, a lot of the information are filtered. Do you think this will at least standardize the way of reporting of data when it comes to the boardroom decision making?
In a sense, I think as far as data is concerned, that one's a tough one. It just depends on the organization, really. But I am a huge advocate for transparency all around, because people need to know what's going on. They need to understand the business. And if you really want somebody to be, dedicated to your company, but you're not going to tell them what's going on, it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because people
Yeah.
feel it. They know things are going on. You have too many closed doors or whatever. So I think that this is a way that can open up or make leaders realize that they have the law over here. They know. Everybody knows all of this information is at their fingertips all the
Yeah.
time. So they have a little bit more of a pressure. The leaders have a little bit more pressure on them to be transparent and let people know, because you'll be surprised how people will take that. Yeah, some people will be like, oh, I don't like the way you're handling this, I'm gonna leave. That's fine. But some people will just appreciate that you spent the time to make sure that everybody knew what was going on, and would be more, I can't think of the word that I want, but just more involved in the work, more immersed in the
Immersed.
company and the missions. Engaged. There we go. More
Yeah.
engaged.
More engaged. Yeah. So for someone who has the solid experience in people strategy and who wanted like you to bridge the technology, what do you think is the biggest barrier from preventing HR teams or other teams from adopting AI tools effectively?
I think first it is fear, because in HR, pretty much everything we touch is confidential. So
Okay.
there's not a whole lot we can just throw in there and get answers to, like you don't want, like social security numbers, names, like all of that. Like, no. So we got to figure out and get more comfortable with kind of making the information that we put into there kind of bland. But I think it's not only fear of HR and confidential information, but it's fear of the companies not understanding how this is going to work, how this is going to help us in the future or now. The future's now. But I think that that's a big barrier, just not having the knowledge and the know-how, and maybe even the resistance to, I don't want to mess with it, you know?
I understand.